Good morning, YouTube. Hello, folks. This is my second go at making a tour video. I said in the intro, or this part, that I'd be under 10 minutes and ended up like 19. So I'm just going to do it all again. I'm going to speak a bit faster and maybe go on less about each area, because we can break that down into another video if you're interested. And all that can let me know down there in the comments section. So yes, I'm in the greenhouse, but we're going to come back here later on and at the end and talk about this, because to me it's the most important, but there's plenty more going on around here. So let's go have a look. Okay, might be a bit shaky this video, but we just walked past my soil bay. It holds about, that's about 5 cube of our custom compost that I do things with to increase microbial activity and all those things. But as I said just before, we'll go into that in other videos. The infamous hothouse, in use now, cooler times, so I germinate in there. But as for the summer, it's obsolete. It's way hot in there, and you've probably seen that hothouse on a lot of other videos. But we're heading to, I've got these pretty ordinary names for everything: the flower house. Hothouse, flower house, greenhouse, they're all houses, I guess, in a sense, for a particular product. So edible flowers, the newest addition to our farm, and it's been thrown in our laps by a friend of ours, and she suggested to do it, and we just did it, and here we are. We've gone from one customer to 4 markets of edible flowers, 4 farmers markets, and about, I don't know, maybe 20 cafes and restaurants at the moment we supply, and the demand just grows every day. But we've only got a certain amount of room. But edible flowers, I'm not going to start talking like I did before. But if you're interested, let me know in the comments. I'd love to talk about these guys a bit more. What's hot and what's not, and you know, what chefs want, because there's a lot of businesses out there just sending out anything. And I'm not talking about small farmers, I'm talking about the big guys. I think they're just losing their passion for it. I'm going to be honest, sorry, but when you get a restaurant, see what you're doing and just go yep, and totally stop buying from big farms that, you know, aren't moving with the times, then you know you're onto something. So there's a little tip, and there's the edible flower house. We'll go more into it. Please let me know. Folks, I'm going to try and not move too much. Some of you might be getting seasick from me walking around. I hope not, but it's hard not to give you a little bit of movement, show you the scope of things. But here are the new market gardens. We moved them here from a different area on the property. We've done that in the last year because, you know, we wanted to bring it closer to the greenhouse, which is not far away from where we're standing. So here we are. This is probably the size of a house block, a 1/4 acre here. Over the fence you can probably see some bare earth that's probably going to be used shortly. We're just waiting for the soil to dry out a bit. It's been very wet, so it's quite boggy still to get in there. But that bed over there is probably 4 times the size of this. It's hard to fathom on camera. But here, market gardens, we're concentrating through the cooler months on baby leaf salads, herbs, of the winter, like we grow dill, coriander, tarragon, chervil, watercress. So that's not so much a herb, but lots of things that love the cool, and also salad greens do, especially here in my humble hot town of Lismore. We're having a much better success rate. Now the gardens are no-till. About 70% of this middle section is being reseeded and then going no-till. So we're using mulch down the walkways and just adding our homemade compost that our chickens make from our microgreens waste, if that makes sense. And it comes out here and gets a nice thick coating every time we replant or reseed. So it's building the soil. We're not putting the tiller in there anymore. It's been fantastic. Hopefully you can see results there, but it's all working. And you know what, it's easier. You know, you don't have to, I don't know, I used to do a lot of shoveling with the old way of tilling, but you get your benefits of green manuring if you're tilling. I don't know, there's pros and cons to it all. But here we go. We've got down the back, we've got head lettuce under nets down there. There's edible flowers, probably out of focus. Here, I'll try and focus that in, but way down and right down the back are rosellas. They're an Australian native edible flower that is really sourced after for jams and sauces in restaurants and used whole. So we're having a good win with them. There you go, guys. I'll try not to go into it too much because, as I said, we can go into it in another video.
피냐 콜라다 알코올 세배 너의 피부색처럼 drip해 지금 내 핸드폰에 비친.
Okay, folks, the last house we're going to visit, the greenhouse, the micro house, the original, my main office. How many titles can I give it? But here we are. It's at full capacity now. I don't know if you remember early videos when I started moving in and building it, but I need another one, and if I could have another one I'd be busier. So build it and they will come is a very, very true quote, and it's worked for me anyway. But here we are, open to the elements still, but I use that theory and I'm getting some really good results. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see lots of micro stuff weekly, and follow my stories as I'm there all the time. YouTube's hard work for me. I've got to edit the video, film it, numerous takes sometimes because I just start muttering on, but I sort of focus more on the microgreens over there. So it's 560 Farms at Instagram. I'll try and leave it here on the bottom of the screen maybe. But lots of living pots, lots of trays, lots germinating in here, and you know, living pots they're just amazing. You know, the chefs love them still, as well as I offer harvested, mixed, packaged goods. It's just, you know, you move with the trends, and they're still trendy, and not microgreens, but the living versions of it. And I'm seeing quite a lot on Instagram of people around the world moving towards living products. So yeah, that's been quite encouraging and inspiring to know the world's getting onto it. But okay, so in here we're doing probably 600 to 800 pots a week, nothing too major. Doing lots of blends. Here's some radish, got some germinating over there, heaps of trays. I'm just sort of putting things where I can fit it. But up on the shelf here, big empty space, that gets filled twice a week with sunflowers. We fit about 180 trays along there. Goes all the way about 24 meters, 26, not quite sure. And then we move them also out here. This is our extension outdoor greenhouse with loads of sunflowers, pots germinating, you know, all sorts of stuff. I need another greenhouse, guys. I said that earlier, but you make do with what you got, right? You know, in the next videos about microgreen growing that I'd love to do, I'll go more into why and how I do my pots, because I'm getting brilliant results every time. And, you know, 100% germination, all those sorts of things that people struggle with and I get a lot of questions about. So there are little things you can do. I can tell you how I do it. I can't say it's the answer, but we'll go into that. And I'm going to try and leave it at that. That gives you a view of sort of outside to the inside. You know, it goes through here. I've got another door going into my packing area back where I think I started. So yeah, now we're back inside. So there you go, guys. I'll give you an ending view this way. Thanks for tapping into this tour video. Yep, it's just sort of an intro back into the 2021 Peppy and his 560 farm. So as I've got time, I'll make more videos and breakdowns on each area that we are doing. So thanks for tuning in. Stay healthy, guys. Get healthy, or stay healthy. And yeah, talk to you real soon. Take care.